Coach Prime's appearance on 60 Minutes, it couldn't have went any better. It was fire. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here with the Black Balls channel on Victor Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Now, I just watched the Coach Prime appearance on CBS's 60 Minutes, and let me just say it was better than I expected. I don't want to sound like just riding his coattails as jock or whatever, but that was awesome. The light that it was able to shed, not just on Jackson State, but on all the HBCUs across the country, I thought it was really, really well. I thought Coach Prime just handled the spotlight as always really, really well. The appearances from they got to talking to Ashley Robinson. Some reason I didn't think that would happen, but it did, and I really liked it. And I guess I'm someone who don't watch 60-minute pieces often, so I don't really tap in all the time. And so to see that. And just the footage that they were able to get from the Grambling game, talking to Ashley Robinson, then talking to Charles McClellan. We're going to talk about that. Commissioner McClellan was huge. And I just thought it was like, yo, this was just a fire piece put on by 60 Minutes to highlight the city of Jackson, Jackson State University, HBCUs across the country, and more specifically the SWAC, putting it all together, talking about this change, the budget disparities that we all know all too well, not just in the football programs, but for the universities. I loved how Coach Prime was always able to flip it back to not just his football team and his football program, but all HBCUs, period. Like all HBCU, like he would always flip it from not just the football team, but for the university and all the HBCUs across the country, how they're underfunded, across the country, how they don't look the way that they should compared to high schools in this country. So I really, really like that. And we all know that's because of resources. We all know that's because of, the disparity that takes place across this country in all different kinds of ways, systematic racism and all that stuff. So I really like how he was able to flip that and make people at home, whoever was watching, young, old, or indifferent, really think about what's taking place. Like I said, the inclusion of Commissioner McClellan and the impact that Coach Prime has had on the SWAC, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I know some people aren't going to like that, right? It looks like some sort of favoritism towards Jackson State, some sort of favoritism towards Coach Prime from Commissioner McClellan. But I really, really like that because, to be honest, it's the truth. It is the truth. And if you don't think it's the truth, you're just hating. You just acting like it's not real. But the impact that he's had, not just at Jackson State for their football team, but the national attention that the SWAC now gets from different media outlets, from different people across this country, that just wasn't happening before Prime got to the SWAC. It just wasn't. So it really, having Commissioner McClellan come on and say, yo, I've been around stars, but this is a superstar. And this is the first time in my life I've seen the difference. Tip your hat to the commish for doing that, and tip your hat for CBS for being able to capture that. Talking to Travis, talking about his impact. We've seen other programs do the same, but to really talk to him and ask him why he chose, and he tells you straight up, yo, it's because of Prime. It was because of Prime of why I'm here, and the impact Coach Prime always talks about, but it seemed like he got more in-depth with it today about the impact of Travis's decision to come to Jackson State as opposed to going to another school. And you see that relationship between them. And it's ironic that clip plays on CBS on 60 Minutes. And then the clip of when Prime told Travis he wasn't going to play against Bethune this past weekend, the clip that I think Deion Jr. uploaded, it really kind of continues to show the level of love that those two guys have for each other, the connection that they have for each other, and him choosing Jackson State and what that meant for his career and what that meant for Coach Prime and what he's trying to do at JSU. It was just amazing to see that come out on screen as well. Ashley Robinson, athletic director Ashley Robinson at JSU, said this was the biggest hire in college football. And you know what? He's not wrong. As far as impact, as far as notoriety, as far as any head coach, I don't think there's been a bigger celebrity coach ever in football, right? Like coaches come up and they become celebrities because of winning or whatever. But I can't think of someone that came from whatever former player or whoever that was a bigger celebrity than Deion Sanders that became a football coach at any level, collegiate or pro. Was there ever a bigger celebrity to come into the coaching game than Deion Sanders? I mean, I don't know of one. And so that's why him saying that. And then you add the fact that he's a pretty good coach. He's a really good recruiter. And they've won a whole lot of games since he came to JSU. That just adds to it. Because he could be Deion Sanders, but if his team sucked, and if he went out and got a bunch of good players, but if his team sucked, we wouldn't talk about him as much. We'd probably be like, yo, why is Prime? What's Deion doing? He obviously can't coach. But since his teams do win, he is this eccentric personality. He's at an HBCU. I kind of agree with Ashley Robinson. Just the overall light that was shed on on JSU and on the HBCU experience, I just thought was really, really good. I felt like CBS 60 Minutes captured that really well. Man, I loved everything about that, guys. And then in the end, one of the things that Prime said is, I just wish, because he told him that, your athletic budget is here, and then Alabama, Ohio State's is like 15 times more than yours. And he said, what if someone bets on Prime? And what if they do that? Just imagine what our place would be. Just imagine what we could be able to do. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about, they asked him about taking a Power 5 job. And he said, if they came calling, I would have to entertain the offers. I'm interested, JSU fans. How do you feel about him saying that? Because he continues to say, and this isn't the first time we heard him say, he wants to make sure his assistants get paid. He would be selfish if he didn't, try to provide an opportunity for his assistants to move on and his assistant to get their rightful pay. And so I thought that was interesting that he specifically, that they kept that in there, because, sometimes you have creative control over these things. And no, he kept that in there. So Ashley Robinson going to hear that. The JSU administration, they're going to hear that. And they're going to continue to do the city of Jackson and the economic impact that he's making on that city. They're going to hear that. So they have to continue to do any and everything in their power to keep Deion Sanders there for as long as that he will have them and not help run him out the door. So I did think that was interesting. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Coach Prime's appearance on 60 Minutes. I think it was awesome. But leave your thoughts in the comments over Coach Prime's appearance on 60 Minutes. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Boss Channel in Victory Formation. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at JLightsy7. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at JLightsy7. See you guys next time. Peace.